Welcome back to another Hardcore Iron Man progress video. In the last one, we knocked out the vast majority of the achievement diaries, leaving ourselves with only the desert and wilderness diaries, which I'm going to knock out another day. Don't really feel like doing them right now, but I still got a lot of really useful stuff out of knocking all of these out, and I'm happy because I've been putting it off for a really long time. In this video, there's something I want to do that you guys have probably seen me do over the course of the past couple of episodes. You've probably noticed that over the last several episodes, I've had to take a lot of breaks to gather some supplies. In this video, I want to change that by just doing a massive supply gathering episode. So I want to get between 250 and 500 Zalora kills because I want to get a massive stack of scales. I'm pretty due for uniques, so I might not have to do all 500, we'll see, but I want to get between 150 and 200,000 scales. I then want to move on to doing Giant Mole because I want to get a bunch of Crush Nests so I can build up my Stardom and Brew supply. Then in the next phase of the 3-phase plan is going to be just getting a bunch of herb secondaries and knocking out a bunch of herb lore. And the final phase is going to be a lot of agility to rebuild our stack of stamina potions. So that's kind of the plan. I feel like I really need to do a lot of this stuff because I just want to get a massive stack so I don't have to worry about doing it for another at least month or 2 months. So let's just get started with some Zalora. Before I do anything, I actually have a lot of bones in my bank that I kind of want to go through because I want to see if it'll actually get me up to 88 prayer, because that'll be an additional prayer point restoration per pot dose. So that'll be really nice to have. Plus, I've been 84 prayer for so long, I kind of want to just get that level up a little bit. Alright, should be coming up on 85 prayer in just a second here, which is one of the remaining stats I need for the Desert Elite Diary, which, you know, like I said, I'll do eventually. I'm definitely not going to be able to get 88. I can tell you that much right now. Oh, hey, I can also make my Blessed Spirit Shield if I want to do that. That's kind of cool. I probably will do that, actually. But yeah, not going to get 88. Probably 86. Well, it looks like we were able to get 86, and maybe we can squeak out 87. It's going to be really, really close. But I'm going to try. So I was just kind of perusing my collection log, only to find out that apparently I've had a second Rock Golem pet. I don't know when that happened, but thanks to the Runelite screenshot feature, I can see that it happened at MLM. But this happened apparently 3 weeks ago. The screenshot has the date on it, and I just didn't notice. So that's kind of weird. Prayer is honestly not as fast as I remember, but maybe that's because I remember the Wildy Altar. But this is the last level we're going to get. 87. Pretty good. Unfortunately, just one level shy of getting a little bit of an extra boost out of our prayer potions, but that's okay. Still, 3 prayer levels is pretty nice. Elite Clue Scroll. First sort of relevant drop, I guess. Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice drop. That's an insanely nice drop. What the heck? Tansfang and an Elite Clue. Beautiful. That Tansfang right there is 20,000 very nice, juicy scales. Just, that's amazing. Nice. 1600 KC at Zalora. I want to get at least to 1750. I think that's like my bare minimum that I'll go for. And if I don't have like 2 more uniques by then, which is kind of unlikely, I'll probably just go up to like 18, maybe 1900. Hey, another elite. I'll take those. Man, I was doing really good. You know, I had like 160 kills. And I just got stacked out really hard and lost my daily revive. So I guess we're just going to take this time to go and kill some mole instead, because I still need to do that too, so it's still productive. I just feel dumb. Whoops. I may have missed the live recording of it, but 600 mole kills done. I'm probably going to still go to 1,000, though I think when I'm doing the agility portion of my supply gathering, I'm probably going to weave in herb runs and maybe birdhouse runs with that too. So I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with the amount of nests I have, but obviously getting the toad flax is pretty easy because literally everything drops toad flax seeds, so I probably have like 12 billion of them in my bank. Thought that might have been the PB. That was a really good kill. 103. Considering I'm not using Venge, I'd say that's pretty alright. But that is a 1700 kill count now. So far, we've only had the one item that I had earlier, so I'm still hoping to get like one more item that I can break down into scales. And then I'm probably going to be good on Zalora for a while. But so let's say 1800 to 1900 KC is probably still where I'm headed. What the? What? I just got one of these last episode, man. That's another jar of swamp. You go like 10,000 kills without getting one and then get 2 within a couple hundred.
Alright. Unfortunately, the second one obviously doesn't really mean anything, so that one's kind of unfortunate, but that's interesting for sure. Hey. And then Elite Clue, just a couple of kills later. I feel like I'm really above the drop rate on Elites here. And in case you guys haven't noticed, I'm actually stacking up tons of them in my bank until I'm done with chambers. So currently we have, I think, 27. We're getting up there.
Very, very nice. That is a magic fang. That is 20,000 more scales. We're just going to break that down right now because I really don't need to make any, like, toxic Staff of the Deads or anything like that. So, bam, 20,000 more scales. Beautiful. So because of that, I think I'm going to actually only go to 1850 KC. That seems a lot more reasonable, and I should have like a little more than 150,000 scales, so that should be good for a while. And then I blow my revive on the next kill. Nice. Well, at least I can go finish off the mole today. Even mole's spitting out some elite clue scrolls now. Alright. Build up the stockpile. Didn't realize it, but I just passed 700 KC. Nice. 800 KC at the giant mole. Getting a little boring, I'm not gonna lie, but only 200 more kills and then I'll be done for a while. Past 1800 KC. I'm just gonna do 50 more, and then I think I'll be good on scales for a while. Not exactly the loot I wanted, though I can't complain. That is an uncut onyx and an elite clue scroll in the same kill. I've actually had way more onyxes here than any other drop, so I was kind of hoping to keep getting more drops so I can turn into scales. But, I guess we'll just make that into a Fury just like the other ones. This has been an insanely good Zalora session. We just picked up a Serpentine Visage, which means in this video I've actually had every Zalora drop. That's pretty cool. We're gonna, of course, break that down into 20,000 more scales, 9 more kills, and then we are going to be set for a long time on scales. Probably somewhere in the margin of like 170k right now. I don't know, I haven't looked in a little while. Alright, that is close enough to 1850. I finished out the trip, and let's go ahead and put these scales in, and wow, okay, actually I have a bit more than I thought. 186,000 Zalora scales. That is, that's pretty nice, man. 43 mil in Zalora scales. So, the other thing we need to do before we finish out phase 1 of the prep plan is finish up mole. So we already have about 1,000 nests worth of stuff saved up, but I figure rounding out at 1,000 KC will probably be the best way to do it. So that's like 150 more kills, so like give or take about 3 hours. And that is 900 mole KC, 100 more to go, and then I will be stocked up on nests, I guess. I was gonna say brews, but nests for a long time. There we go. Finally, giant mole down, and that is 1,000 KC. Very, very, very happy to get that one knocked out because mole not exactly the most entertaining boss in the world. So now that is phase 1 of the master plan of massive raid prep completed, time to move on to phase 2. What is phase 2 of the plan, you might be asking? Well, I actually am pretty much out of Marks of Grace, and I don't have that many staminas left, and I go through 2 or 3 per raid. So, time to start doing some agility. We are currently level 89. I think I'm going to get level 90 or maybe even 91 and see how many Marks of Grace that gives, because that should be enough to last quite a while. I'm thinking it's probably going to be somewhere around 500 to 1,000 Marks of Grace. So I've been AFKing fishing in my downtime and when I'm playing WoW and whatnot, so I guess 92 fishing, just been catching anglers. I think I have like 5,000 or 6,000 now, so this is also kind of a raid supply chain here, because I'm going to be using some of these there. Well, there we go. That is level 90 agility. So now I don't have to boost for the Arty course anymore. That is actually pretty fantastic. 263 Marks of Grace so far. So 91 should give me, I should have like over 500 by then. And that'll probably be enough for quite a while on the stamina potions. So something I figured I can finally do now that I don't really have to focus on keeping my level up while doing agility is I remember that I wanted to actually do herb runs and birdhouse runs while doing agility. I mean, I can just go every couple of hours, and I do have a decent amount of seeds that I want to go through here. Obviously not all of these, but just some of the ones that I'm a little bit lower on, like maybe I want to at least go through all of my 32 snap seeds, because I want to build up as many snaps as I can for the remainder of the, I don't know, supply buildup, I guess. There it is. I don't know if I actually had any clips in between this. I didn't expect to get it at the start of that lap, but that is 91 agility, which was my agility goal originally, and as you can see, I have a little bit over 500 Marks of Grace, which is approximately a lot of freaking stamina potions.
However, I do still have about 40 hard clues I need to do on the video I'm working on for my main, which hopefully gets released before this, otherwise this will have absolutely no context. And then I'll be done with agility because I can finally focus on this account again instead of kind of passively playing it. So I'm just going to keep running agility until then, probably get around another 50 or 60 marks of grace most likely. Well, I almost forgot that I had to do this, but that is pretty much all of my runite ore made into runite bars, so I'm going to go ahead and turn these into rune darts. That should be, I think I made a little over 1,000 bars, so we should have around 10,000 darts. Should last me quite a while. Now, we can go and get all of our herblore secondaries. Hell yeah. Okay, all of the rune darts are made, so we can go ahead and unload the blowpipe with the addy darts that we had when we were doing Zalora. Chuck in the 15,000 rune darts that we have, and yeah, that should definitely set us up for a while. Now I'm going to go turn all of my marks of grace in for amylase crystals so I can figure out how many Mortmire fungus I have to get. Well, I have 5,700 amylase crystals, which means I can make, I think if my math is right, roughly like 1,400 full stamina potions. But since when you make potions they're in 3 doses, I have to go get roughly 2,000 Mortmire fungus. That's going to take a minute. As for the herbs themselves for making the potions, as you can see, just from raids, I really am not going to have too much of an issue with that. I mean, I have 3,000 Torstals here, 9,000 Dwarf Weeds, nearly 10,000 Lantidimes, 11,000 Irrits. We're fine in that department at least. Just the secondaries. I think we should be good. 1,948 Mortmire fungus, and honestly that didn't take that long. Surprisingly, I was banking them with my butler and my POH, so that was pretty quick. With maybe an hour. So now we have to do one more farm run to get the remainder of our Snapdragon seeds that we planted, because we are entirely out of them now, which is pretty sad. And then get a whole bunch of red spider eggs before finally being able to just make a ton of potions. Got some clues from AFK fishing, so I figured I would just go ahead and do them and crack them open as always. I'm still saving the elites, but the easy clue, garbage. The medium clue, garbage. And the hard clue gave me noted potions. Okay. Of course it did. Actually, you know what? 15 super restores, I'm not even mad. That's actually... 15 super restores is 15 super restores, so I'll take it. I'll take it. To people who don't know, that's a roll on the mega rare table. Not quite the same rarity as Third Age, but it's like a 10th as rare, or something like that. Okay, there we go. That is all of the things that I need. I don't remember what they were called. Red spider eggs. Go ahead and finally make all these potions, man. I don't know why I didn't expect to get this level, but that's 94 herb lore, which actually is relevant for super anti-venom potions, which I do use at Zalora, so it's nice to not have to boost to make those anymore, since it's better to use those than using a Serp Helmet, saves you some scales, so that's pretty nice. I don't think there's anything else I actually need from herb lore, but I might be wrong. So this might seem a little bit out of place, although it's definitely still in line with the whole supply gathering thing. I mentioned to you guys, and you might have seen a clip, that I was fishing anglers during my super AFK time when I was playing other games or just not super focused or working on other videos. I have quite a few angler fish now to cook. You know, a little over 11,000, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to cook about 1,000 of these. I think should be good for a while because, you know, I'll usually pre-angler or bring one in with me on certain raids. And there is my cooking goal done. Wasn't really a goal to get 93, but I figured I'll just cook anglers till I get a level, and I was about halfway there already. Now I'm going to finish making my potions, head to the GE and decant them, and let's take a look at the tab. Oh, this is like always my favorite part, is just seeing the tab, dude. So let's just put all this in here and take a look. So we are still a little low on range potions. I could definitely stand to get a few more of those, but I don't really use that many of them since I just aim to get an overload early. Same with super combats, but 1,500 brews, almost 1,000 super restores, and 1,700 stamina potions. Yeah, I think we're ready to head back to raids. With all of the preparations complete, we can finally head back to raids. Now, I know it probably didn't look like it, but there's a lot of prep work that went into that.
And this is kind of the reason why I've been trying to focus more on doing team raids rather than no prep solos, because when I do no prep solos, the raids are super fast and, you know, it's really good points, but I use way more of my own supplies rather than using stuff inside the actual raid. That doesn't really happen with team raids since I always prep, and I scale them up anyway, so it's usually still pretty good points. We'll figure that out in the future. I'll probably do a mix of those, and hopefully we can just snag ourselves a bunch of new items next week. Maybe we'll get the pet, maybe we'll get, you know, the T-bow. Good joke, probably never gonna happen. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as always. And there will be a new clue video in that mini series coming up, I believe next week as well. So as you guys can tell, I'm kind of juggling all the different series that I'm doing, but my uploads will still happen every Sunday no matter what. So have a fantastic day. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will see you guys with another video next week.
Baby, but you know I never will. No. So I choke you down just like a